Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about a Disney bombshell. Turns out that Disney workers are going to have to go back to work. They're going to have to go back to the office. They're hybrid workers. Yeah, party's over, guys. And this is Bob Iger, the guy they liked.
Well, I'm not surprised because Bob Iger had made comments that he was going to have to probably bring people back in. So this does not surprise me. I knew it was coming.
Yes, and this is also going to be another opportunity for Disney to find out who's serious about working for the company and who isn't, because there are some people taking advantage of the situation, I'm sure. We found this out at other companies. And now that the pandemic is basically over and they got to make money, they're gonna drag you back into the office. So Mickey can keep an eye on you. So let's talk about this. It's not going to be very popular.
No, I mean, we've seen it with other companies. How much shit did they take when they said you can't work at home all the time?
Yeah, I mean, this is what I don't understand about this is it was always understood, I thought, to be a temporary arrangement for people. But then they're like, well, hey, we could kind of sort of get our work done at home. And there are cases, there are some jobs that you can, admittedly. And I telecommuted for years. I worked in software development and marketing.
But you knew when you took a job that you're going to be allowed to. Like a lot of people, it was because of the pandemic they were allowed to, and now they don't want to go back.
Right.
Different.
I had to work in office for like 3 or 4 years before they trusted me enough to work at home too. So let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture, news, views, and rants. Guys, over 285,000 subs. Thank you for the support.
Sorry. Woo! I was thinking about something anyway.
What were you thinking about?
I was thinking about how cool this coaster is.
Not the Disney coaster, but the lemon slice coaster that's on the desk.
It's all beaded and shiny. Sorry, I was distracted by something shiny.
So let's talk about this. We do talk a lot about Disney having worked in and around the company for a number of years. Contractors, PR, marketing, partners. It's a long story. Long story. Go out to piratesandprincesses.net, which is objective Disney news, and we talk about Disney over there. So this is coming from the Hollywood Reporter. Disney employees must return to office 4 days a week, according to Bob Iger, your friend Bob Iger, the one that they were all cheering is coming back. Oh, Bob Iger's coming back. Yay, he's going to save the company. This is right out of the Chapek playbook.
Well, one of the first things he did when he came back was he said, oh, hey, we're going to keep the staff cuts because that was actually a smart move.
Yep.
I have to look up. I wonder where Chapek ended up. I was going to look it up, and I keep forgetting to.
In the van down by the river. No,
I'm sure he got paid enough not to.
I'm sure he probably doesn't have to work again ever. He'll wind up like starting some other company or something. In a memo sent out on Monday, the Disney CEO wrote, in a creative business like ours, nothing can replace the ability to connect, observe, and create with peers that comes from being physically together.
He made comments similar to this when he did his town hall when he came back.
Yep. Hybrid employees at Disney must return to the office 4 days a week starting March 1st. That's not exactly hybrid.
No, at that point, you're pretty much working at the office.
Yeah, and this actually was a case at some of the places I worked. The one marketing firm I worked at, some employees could take Wednesday or Friday. They could work at home, but they really watched you. Like if you were away from your computer, they'd be like, hey, we can see you're not typing anything.
It was always funny though, because the one place, they'd always like message you when you were in the bathroom.
Yes.
Like you wouldn't leave the house ever. But when they would always
put in more hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you put it way more than you did when you worked there.
Yep.
And they'd always manage to message you when you like happened to be taking the dog out, or because I wasn't home, I was working, or you were going to the bathroom or something like that.
So they're probably thinking this. But no, I mean, in my case, the proof was in the results because I always got my work done. I went above and beyond.
You worked extra.
I did work extra. And it's kind of like now, people we hire on a contract basis because I don't want to be responsible for trying to be like, well, how many hours did you work this week? It's like, I care about the results. Like, what did you actually get done this week?
I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted by the Hollywood Reporter. It has to keep their hits up. Shopping with the Hollywood Reporter. The best furry bucket hats and more cozy caps to wear all winter and beyond.
Oh my God.
That's on the Hollywood Reporter.
Because the ad revenue's running out, so they're trying to get affiliate money. Anyway, let's go back. Everything's going to go crazy. This is going to be a crazy year, guys. Everything's going to go nuts this year. Everybody's going to go nuts. The memo to employees Monday, Iger emphasized his belief in the benefit of working together in person. This is one of the several big workplace changes Iger was expected to make since returning to lead the company.
He mentioned it before.
Yeah, so here's what he actually said. Now, he's come in, he's gutted. Kareem Daniel got gone. They're talking about reorganizing the company completely. I think again, like basically walking back what Chapek did.
But that's saved their ass for the pandemic, to be honest.
It has. And to be fair, Avatar: The Way of Water does look like it might hit the $2 billion mark.
Well, I always figured it would.
Yeah, I didn't know how long it would take because it was really off to a bad start.
They released it a couple times till it did.
Yeah, but I think it is going to hit it.
But most of the money is coming from overseas markets. Like 2/3,
Yes.
3/4 of it's overseas.
I don't know anyone other than our reviewer who has gone to see it personally. Like, it's not like one of those movies that everybody's got to go see. At least from where I'm sitting, but whatever. You like furry cat people swimming with the whales, that's on you, man. Anyway, this is what he said. Happy New Year. Dear fellow employees, Happy New Year. Oh, hey, I was kidding. I hope you all found time to rest and recharge during the holidays because here it comes, man. Here it comes. Since returning to Disney, I've been busy catching up on the many exciting projects underway across all of our businesses, and I've been inspired by your boundless creativity and remarkable success of so many of your recent endeavors, except for Strange World and Lightyear and a couple other ones. Thought I would mention a few. They're talking about Walt Disney Studios being the #1 studio at the box office.
Oh, God, okay, wait, milk this.
Avatar: The Way of Water became the 7th highest grossing film of all time. The Lion King celebrated its 25th anniversary on Broadway in 25 years?
Yeah.
I remember when that came, God, I'm so old. I remember when that came out. Disney General Entertainment shows received an industry-leading number, blah, blah, blah. Walt Disney Imagineering, 70 years, ESPN, blah, 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 blah.
Does he need a tissue?
Yeah. Okay, so basically this is the difference between Iger and Chapek. Chapek wouldn't have done this. Chapek would have been like, yeah, hey, we got to save some money, so we're firing this person, that person, whatever. Story is magic. He lays it on thick first. He's like, just so you know. He
lubes you up good before he rams it in.
He does. He's like, hey, real happy with these things, but we're going to make some changes. I also want to let you know, as I've been meeting with teams throughout the company over the past few months, I've been reminded,
That's interesting. I think he might have met a few weeks. That might be a Freudian slip there.
Oopsie.
Because apparently he was talking to these people a lot.
That was my understanding, that he never left the building.
Yeah. He did leave the building, but yeah, they had him on speed dial.
Yeah, the other Bob left the building with a cardboard box with an Elton John record in there. They just kind of see ya. I've been reminded of the tremendous value in being together with people you work with. And as you've heard me say many times, creativity is the heart and soul of who we are and what we do at Disney. And in a creative business like ours, nothing can replace the ability to connect, observe, and micromanage. I mean, create with peers. It comes from being physically together, nor the opportunity to grow professionally by learning from leaders and mentors. It's my belief working together more in person will benefit the company's creativity, culture, and our employees' careers. So, hey guys, just so you know, I love how he works in there. Like, this was an afterthought. It was like he lubed them up first. Like, hey guys, I'm real happy with all this stuff. Yeah, the real reason I'm writing is you're all getting your asses back to work.
The office, yeah.
Starting March 1st, employees currently working in a hybrid fashion will be asked to spend 4 days a week on site, targeting Monday through Thursday as in-person work days. That's basically
full-time.
That's basically in office full-time. You might get to work from home on Friday, which is not a hybrid situation. Stay tuned for additional details. As we embark, he just like squeezed that in there, didn't he?
Yeah.
It was like, okay, love what you're doing, guys. Yeah, we're gonna reorganize things. Oh, by the way, get your ass back to work on March 1st. As we embark on a new year, Disney's historic 100th anniversary and all the opportunities before us, we have so many reasons to be excited about the future. Get your ass back to work. Certainly, this is a moment for tremendous change. For our company, for our industry, and for the global economy. But despite the challenges, at my core, I remain an optimist.
Well, that was a little bit. Wow.
That ended on kind of a Debbie Downer note, didn't it?
But no, he's an optimist.
Despite everything going on, I remain optimistic. I remain optimistic that Apple will be more than willing to buy us out. And we're their problem then. I'm out of here. I don't know. I think the changes at Disney are going to be pretty severe.
Now, we've seen other people implement return to work, and there was all kinds of meltdowns and shit all over the internet. Especially if your name's Elon Musk.
Yeah, I'm not seeing as much here, but here we go. Bob Iger is wrong on the remote work thing. If he's summoning you back in, I feel for you. Yeah, he's going to be. I think a lot of people are going to have to go back to work in person.
And I don't think you always have to, but I think it was understood that this was a temporary thing in most of these positions.
Yeah, here we go. Bob Iger, nothing can replace the ability to connect, observe, and create with peers. COVID can replace it, which is the whole reason work from home became the industry standard.
But it hasn't. It's been reversed for a while now. And then they're going to all blame it on COVID. Oh, COVID's back.
So I gotta okay.
Guess where I got COVID? Disney World. Sorry. Well, actually, I think it was the plane on the way to Disney World.
Let's talk about that for a minute. Because at this point in time, and I don't think this is a political thing. At this point in time, with the mandates and all this stuff, the only reason to have any of that instituted, from my point of view, is for political points, high fives from your peers. Because, we see this with conventions and stuff like that. Like some conventions have a lot of mandates, some of them don't. But the ones that have the mandates tend to politically lean one way, even though the rest of the country is not really doing it anymore. Could it be just a theory that there are some people that really don't want the pandemic to end because then they would have to go back into the office?
Well, there's a lot of people who don't want the pandemic to end because then they'd have to work and they wouldn't be on Twitter all day screaming.
A lot of people who don't want the pandemic to end that work at pharmaceutical companies, but that's a whole nother discussion for a whole nother day.
We're a variant XYZ 2031.
Well, Disney's going to be
20th vaccine today.
So, yeah, I think that Twitter or Hive or Mastodon or one of these other hellhole websites are definitely not going to be happy about this. But you want to work for Disney, what are you going to do? That's the deal. I mean, think about all the poor cast members that had to work there during the actual pandemic who put themselves at risk.
People got to work from home.
Yeah, I mean, cast members were on the front lines, behind shields, wiping stuff down.
Well, you were either put on, you were either temporarily laid off or let go. Or then when you got called back in, you had to be on the front lines in the pandemic. Mm-hmm. These guys all got to stay and do teleconference. Yeah,
right? Like, oh my God, we're staying safe, guys.
Film executive said Bob Iger, can repair the tarnished relationship between Hollywood and China. Why do you want to? Oh, because Avatar is doing really well.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, that's the deal. If you're a Disney office worker, you're going back to work. Again, I don't think cast members who have been working the entire time are going to feel real bad for you, because they've been putting in a lot of time and dealing with a lot of crap. They got sick,
got spit on, got yelled at, got swore at, got blamed for everything you guys implemented.
Yep. So, are we going to wrap this up?
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.